I rewatched most of the November 2019 broadcast. The whole first 6 minutes or so is about how they make a Caleb and Sophia video. I mean, isn't the broadcast supposed to be spiritual food from Jehovah? Again, it's so much always about the organization. Is the broadcasting just a really big promo and reinforcement of the organization? There's rarely anything that deep or edifying in these. So after they show the video, how those cartoons are made, the speaker says, "Isn't it amazing all the work that goes into making our videos? Jehovah provides for his people just what they need at the right time." So again, Jehovah's providing Caleb and Sophia videos. Okay. And then he says, truly, Jehovah is with these people. So when they also when they say Jehovah provides just what they need at the right time, that is just kind of a different spin on new light, because, well, before we didn't need to know that, and Jehovah knew we didn't need to know that, kind of ignoring the fact that he gave them false information, not just incomplete information, through the organization. So the cartoons are a provision from Jehovah, and he concludes, truly, Jehovah is with these people. Okay, that everything they do proves that God is with them, or that they're the true organization. Did you ever notice that? At minute 7, Garrett Loesch makes the super ironic, cringy comment about children. Children are sometimes in situations that may cause nervousness or fear. Can you imagine the irony of this? The stories that witnesses tell that grew up in the organization, especially earlier on when they had all those images constantly of Armageddon, you can read it about it on any former members forum like Reddit, and even the older forum, which was on the internet for years before some of the new ones came up. It's called jehovahswitness.net. It might be .com. They seem to change from one to the other. Jehovah's-witnesses.net, I think it is, but it's very searchable, and there are tons of stories on there about people who developed full-blown anxiety disorders, or kind of milder ones where they were really triggered if there was tornado warnings, thunderstorms, reports about earthquakes in other parts of the world. So that was just really annoying he said that. And then he tries to give some comforting talk about Jehovah and Jesus are with you. At minute 26, there's a whole story. I don't always watch these video stories or testimonies, but it's about a woman who was a young adult still living at home. She was studying with Jehovah's Witnesses, and it's all about the opposition of her family. Her dad just kept getting madder and madder, and she remarked that no one in her family even asked her what was she learning about, or why does she like the religion? That's really ironic, because when people who grew up in it start drifting from the religion, or even become inactive, and their family members aren't, do they ever ask them, what is your concern? No, they don't. They don't want to hear anything most of the time, right? So, and then the whole thing is so ironic, because the number of people that have gotten shunned or marked or even kicked out for leaving Jehovah's Witnesses has got to be exponentially larger than any people becoming Jehovah's Witnesses getting shunned by their immediate family. I know it does happen, and it would be very stressful for family members, and they would be very concerned about this, but I think their record would have many, many, many more the other way around. So they talk about this stuff, and they don't even address anything about hey, it's like what you guys do to the max, They talk about how narcissists, not they talk about it, but it is written about how narcissists um, are triggered by and talk about the same things in other people that are actually things that they do. So anyway, that's about it. It was interesting as always.